Our plan to connect Alpine Space project uses an augmented reality sandbox to communicate spatial planning topics to the public. An augmented reality sandbox offers a possibility to create an infinite number of landscapes by turning the sand surface into topographic maps. The ability to overlay also thematic maps allows planners to simplify complex issues, complex subjects, and thus the mere sand becomes a tool to make things real. And as you know, every one of us is knowing the sand from the kindergarten. The augmented reality sandbox consists of 4 elements: the sandbox, the technical features, means a projector, a 3D camera, and a computer. The 3D camera continuously scans the sand surface, while the software calculates a topographic map from the distance. Finally, the map is projected onto the first surface in real time, and we are using a special sand. As you can see, it's a kinetic sand which is treated with silicone so that it can very easily be shaped. Our case, the county of Berchtesgadener Land, lies in the southeast of Bavaria and is surrounded by Austria. The whole county has the status as a biosphere reserve, as a UNESCO biosphere reserve, and the core zone of the biosphere reserve is strictly protected as a national park. Please keep in mind that we are dealing with the topic of open spaces, and as you can see, the agglomeration of Salzburg sharply stands in contrast with the situation in the south of the biosphere reserve, which is very rural. In addition, 2 highways are really shaping the spatial structure of the area. Berchtesgadener Land comprises a typical section of the northern limestone Alps with this prominent relief which we have formed, and in the northern part, in the foreland, you find the box and lakes of the pre-Alpine area, which was altogether formed by the Salzach-Vorland glacier. Every one of us is knowing the highest peak of the area, the Watzmann with 2,713 meters, and Königssee lying at his feet with about 600 meters elevation. A major goal of the Plan to Connect project is to deal with the ecological connectivity. Therefore, I need to switch on to the thematic map. This relates to the unimpeded movement of species, which depends on open spaces being not built up with settlement in commercial areas or infrastructural features. Fragmentation caused by human activities, especially in the Alpine valleys like here in the Salzach Valley, continues to destroy habitats, threaten biodiversity, and impede adaptation to climate change. Hence, to maintain intact ecosystems, the establishment of ecological corridors or to build up wildlife bridges like this here is inevitable. As our example clearly shows, space is scarce, and a proactive spatial planning is a must, because only with this we are able to ensure the remaining open spaces. To mitigate the consequences of climate change, an energy turnaround is necessary, as you know. The question of where to place renewable energies in the Alpine region is particularly difficult because, as we have just seen, the valleys are on one hand side densely settled, and on the other hand side open spaces are already under pressure. In the Alps, wind energy plays a subordinate role, as it requires topographically suitable mountaintop regions which hinder the installation and maintenance. Therefore, it is a question of the foreland, of the transition zone of the biosphere reserve, to deal with wind energy plants. Photovoltaic energy allows a decentralized supply of remote locations, but large-scale solar parks take wide-reaching areas and should therefore be integrated in locations which are heavily used, or as here in this case sealed like in this commercial area. An augmented reality sandbox visualization helps for an initial classification and to get an overview of spatial dimension. In addition, complex planning issues can be broken down to the essentials. The topics addressed by planners and their justification must convince politicians as well as locals, otherwise safeguarding of open spaces and implementation of renewable energies will hardly be possible. This innovation communication tool provides what is needed to simplify complex spatial matters, creating acceptance for the addressed topics.